And we do have a lot of different like taster sets. I think that's a good
Those
gift
are
because
like something like that.
yeah, because
that's
then
more
you can
or less for
try
something.
five different
save
things.
Save it.
Hey, save
Yeah,
it,
we'll
save
save it.
Save it.
Start recording.
I already did.
We're in fucking bah humbug.
You two fucking always jump the gun and do the whole show.
We're excited. Let's
before
go.
we even start.
We'll
That's because we're the only one that have important shit to say. You're worthless. Jesus.
Right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Podcast about bourbon and the ones who drink it. This is Bourbon Matters. Welcome to Bourbon Matters. I'm Jake.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Gold Eagle Jake.
Dan's a little fired up tonight.
Just at you.
What else is new?
You're a jerk face. God dang.
So tonight we're talking about the Whiskey Advocate Top 20. We'll kind of run through that. But first, we got a listener question from Kyle, friend of the show, asking a couple different questions. So first, are there any gift sets for whiskey that are worthwhile?
At lead-ins, by the way.
Okay,
like
you
this
do
is
it.
coming out
Go
right
ahead.
before the holidays.
Go ahead. You do it. Sell it.
So we had a listener question come up this week, wondering to get our thoughts and opinions on things that we see a lot this time of year. So when you go into your liquor store, you'll see your normal liquor bottles, and then you'll also see these small little gift sets that come with the bottle attached with some gift that makes it more fancy to look like you're going to give to somebody. So Kyle was wondering, first off, if things like that are worth it. Would we recommend things like that? And then secondly, if we're trying to get gifts for some of our friends that are whiskey drinkers for the holidays, hopefully he's getting one for me. Doubtful. What would you get for somebody that is just kind of starting and getting into whiskey? What would you get for a whiskey? What would you get for someone that's got a fairly large collection and things of those? So for the holidays, a little holiday treat. Jake had mentioned this before, so we'll get into it a little bit. And are there sets that are worthwhile? Are the gift sets worth it? It's going to be an interesting conversation. But Jake first wanted to talk about they don't do a lot of them at Gold Eagle. And Jake, do you want to get into the reasons why you guys don't do a lot of ordering of the gift sets and things at your guys' store, considering any store right now you can walk into and see like these displays with boxes of whiskey with something attached to it, or tequila or whatever, any type of spirit, really.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little long-winded, but that was okay.
It's way better than your
okay.
intro.
So yeah, I was just telling the guys we don't do a whole lot of gift sets at Gold Eagle, and there's a couple different reasons. I mean, certainly yes, we do have some. But I remember, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, like we used to bring them all in, have a huge display of all the gift sets. Just like when you walk into Jewel, they always have the huge display of all the gift sets. And honestly, they end up being way more of a hassle than what they're worth, for a couple different reasons. For reason number one, they take up a ton of space on the shelf and on the floor, and in the back room. One case of gift sets is like 3 times or 4 times the amount of space as just a case of regular bottles. They're much wider, they're much bulkier. 2, most of the gimmies or giveaways that are in the gift sets are so cheesy that they're just not even worth the time. Now, certainly sometimes we find a rare occurrence where there is actually like a Glencairn in the gift set. I would say that's a pretty good value. Or sometimes it is a nice rocks glass. Like a couple years ago, Jack Daniel's did some really nice rock glasses inside their gift sets. But most of the time, it's a really cheesy glass or a really cheesy ice ball mold that might look cool and might look better gifting it than just a bottle. But at the end of the day, the giveaway item usually doesn't really hold a lot of value. It's just another piece of junk that's going to go into your house. And the
It
other
is. I
problem,
will say it is cool when it's a cocktail shaker, like a branded
No,
cocktail
I will
shaker.
disagree with you on that one. Not
if you don't have a cocktail,
if you
shaker,
don't have one.
Yeah.
Majority of times, like, because one thing I've seen a lot of, because after Kyle said that, I started looking them up, and there's a lot that are like cocktail spoons or muddlers or
Yeah.
shaker glasses, and it's like most of us already have those things, and I would think even someone getting in to whiskey would have those, because normally you start off getting into whiskey with cocktails. And if you're
Yeah.
going to do an old fashioned, likely you're going to have that. So,
and most
you
of the
shouldn't be.
I mean, if
you shouldn't be making an old fashioned in a shaker.
you should not be.
Throwing that out there.
no,
Wisconsin Supper Club, maybe, and then put a float or a Sprite on it. But yeah.
and most, I mean, if you do have that stuff already, it's probably going to be 10 times nicer than what you're going to get in the gift set. So once you open that gift set, look at the quality of the shaker or stir that you're getting. Most of the time, they're as cheap as they can get, because they do come free or at the same price as you were buying a bottle, which brings me to the next downside about the gift sets, for us at least, is everybody always thinks they're paying more for the gift set item. And I can't even tell you how many people have asked, like, oh, can I get this for $2 less, or 10% off if I just take the bottle and leave the gift set behind. I don't want the ice ball mold, or I don't want the glass. And it's hard to explain to that customer that we pay the same price and we put it on the shelf at the same price. You're not really paying for the extra item. It's a freebie that the distillery is giving away to incentivize people to purchase their product for a gift over the holidays. So most of the time we end up breaking up all these gift sets. It's a whole day in January of just tearing apart cardboard and throwing out all of these extra glasses and trinkets that come with the bottles. Now, we won't do that if it's like an actual nice glass that comes in there, but 9 times out of 10 it's some really cheesy add-on that nobody really wants.
So, question:
yeah,
do the distributors force you to buy either the gift set or the standalone bottles?
They
what
don't
do they offer you like this time of year?
No, well, that's the thing, is like sometimes they only have the gift sets available.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get a choice, but sometimes they only have the gift sets. So like, if that's most of the reason why if we would have a gift set, it's because all they had in stock was the gift sets. Now, the one nice thing about gift sets is if something usually comes in a 12-pack case, and it has a gift set, you can get a 6-pack case and get the same bottle cost. Okay. So it's a lot easier for stores to commit to a 6-pack case than a 12-pack case on everything. I mean, that's half the spend to get an item on the shelf. So like, we will do gift sets as if it's a 6-pack instead of a 12-pack. But yeah, they really are just such a huge hassle on our end. And if you see one that you like, the trinket that it comes with, like, that's totally cool, go for it. But just from my experience, most people don't want that item and think that they're paying more for something that they don't want. And then we end up having to break them all apart, and that's a whole day of time and waste.
See, that's frustrating though, because like all these gift sets are going to be your standard styles of bottles, your Woodfords, your Elijahs, things like that. I mean, even outside of whiskey, like your Grey Gooses, your Belvederes, all usually come with gift sets. And it's like, oh, you're saying I can't order a normal 12-pack case of Grey Goose, but I have to order a 12-pack case of Grey Goose with some bullshit thing that no one wants, more than likely, because it's vodka and no one likes anything with vodka. That's dumb.
That's usually how it works, especially for a lot of the bigger guys too. Like, they'll only have the gift sets around the holidays, and then they end up closing them out in January.
So on your end, you're basically like, before the gift sets start coming available, you're like, what do we got to order to make sure we have enough of this through the holidays? So I don't get stuck
Yeah,
ordering
kind of.
crap ton of.
Well,
Yeah.
especially like the jacks and the beams, all the like staples that like go into gift set mode right around now.
Yeah, I mean, and those
I'm
are
sure
so
it's
annoying
like-
because they do like all the flavors in a gift set, and it is like the
Yeah.
world's cheapest like plastic glass that you're getting with the bottle, and it takes up so much space on the shelf. And then you get, you know, I would say 95% of people are cool without the gift sets, but then, occasionally you get the person's like, how do you not have the Jack Daniels honey gift set? It comes with like a tall glass with bees on it. And it's like, okay, well, we're selling booze here. We're not selling glassware and gift sets.
Yeah.
So speaking of, we do have a glassware gift coupon code out there for one of our. So yeah, for the gift sets, if it's a bottle you want and you don't have in your collection, and it's just a normal standard bottle, unless you don't have a glass or something, that's fine. Or again, I would say a glass for someone getting into whiskey, if you know they don't have a lot of glassware, is good. A lot of the other stuff,
If that's like their first or second bottle of whiskey,
yeah, I would recommend that. Like I said, the cocktail stuff, or like sometimes like you'll see them in like the gift set with like, oh, it comes with like a small thing of bitters and a small thing of this and a small thing of this, so you can make your own old fashioned. Usually, if you're making cocktails, you're going to want better stuff than the free shit that they throw in those boxes.
Yeah.
And even like the ice cube molds or like whiskey rocks, they seem cool. You use them once and then you never touch them again because they're kind of a pain. And when everyone sees the ice cube molds, yeah. Like I'll say this: when we were at Four Roses, I bought the silicone ice cube molds for the roses, and they look beautiful. But Aldrin also thinks you're going to have this nice, crystal clear, beautiful looking ice sphere, and that's not how it works. It's going to be hazy. It's not going to be the highest quality ice cube mold.
You can make it really nice. It just takes like way too much effort.
Yeah, it takes way too much effort.
Well, yeah. So I would say
go ahead.
Just to wrap that up, if you see something and you need another glass, cool. You're not hating on the gift sets. I'm just saying they're just too much of a hassle for us to really care about to bring all these different gift sets in. We do have a few, but we're not going to go gung ho like the grocery stores do. I also do think that they are good for somebody who's starting out, because somebody who's just starting out is definitely going to appreciate another glass, is definitely going to appreciate an ice ball mold or some kind of bar accessory. And it is the same price as the normal bottle. So go for it. And somebody who's really into whiskey and has a big collection, one, they're not going to care for the freebie trinket because they have what they want with that stuff. And two, it's always the standard shelf bottles that are in those gift sets. Somebody who's really into whiskey is going to want something a little more higher end, a little more complexity, a little more unique than just the standard release. But we were also discussing that there are another really good gift idea, and we do try to bring in as much of these as possible, is the little taster sets. So like Whistle Pig comes out with a little 3-pack of minis. Redbreast sometimes has their little 3-pack of minis. Right now we have Barrel Craft taster sets that come with 3 different 200 mLs of Barrel Craft. So those, I think, are great for somebody starting out because you get to try different whiskeys. And they could be good for somebody who's into it and has it all. Because, they're, getting to taste multiple things without committing to an entire bottle.
Yeah. I would agree that that's good for either person, good or experience, because even if they have a big collection and they might have some of those bottles of 750 bottles in their collection, but it never hurts to have a small bottle. Those are also perfect to take to a friend's place for an event or a whiskey tasting. Like those are always
sneak into a concert, sporting event.
we wouldn't recommend any of that. We would never do.
Well, like those are kind of cool sometimes because they'll give you like a white dog in there too, which is sometimes fun to try if you're, further down, the journey and stuff. So yeah, those are always, I think, a good, solid gift. And like, no one's ever going to be like upset that you give them a tasting kit,
Yeah. I just started laughing when he talked about trying to sneak the small bottles into concerts. When I went to about a month ago, I went to an Eric Church concert. They were checking all the girls' cowboy boots when they walked in. And I just look at one of the security guards. I'm like, people would never try and put Fireball in there and sneak it in, would they? They're like, no, we've never caught anyone ever do.
Meanwhile, you had one shoved up your ass, right?
One. It takes more than one to get me drunk. There's about 7 or 8 up there. A couple balloons just pushed way up there.
Balloons of Fireball.
Balloons of Fireball at my arse. Other things that I do like for holiday gifts for either intro or experienced people is the holiday, the special, or the bottles that have special labeling for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Something different. If, like, for example, like a Woodford.
Yeah, Woodford does
labels, right?
Does a holiday one.
Smoke
a bottle
wagon.
of Woodford, yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
If they're new into whiskey, it makes a bottle stand out. If they have a set, usually if it's like a Woodford or something, it's what you're going to be using for a mixer anyways, for mixed drinks or cocktails. So it's kind of nice to have that out for the holidays. I don't mind those so much. The holiday packs that come with the little shooter bottles, those are always nice too, instead of just the tasting sets.
Yeah. Like those kind of bottles are usually affordable. And those are like good ones to bring to like a party.
Yeah.
Or you like put it in your holiday punch bowl or holiday cocktail, and then you put the bottle there and it looks festive, and
Yeah. I do like things like that. I mean, go ahead, Jake. Do you not like that, Jake? Do you not like?
No,
that?
I do. I was going to give my suggestion for the person who really does have everything and is like super nerd connoisseur. And that would be just to go find them, go grab a store pick. People who are really, really into whiskey, love single barrels, love store picks. I get people all the time. A lot of spouses come in this time of year who I've never met, and I'm like, what's your spouse's name? And I'm like, oh yeah, they're in here all the time. And I always can usually give a pretty good recommendation, because if it's somebody I know what they like and what they've bought. And what we also do is we can go look up their purchase history, and we will try to recommend something that they haven't bought that we think they would like. But even if you're unsure if they have the bottle, they would appreciate a store pick bottle, because every single time it's going to be unique, going to be good. And that's really what people that I've noticed who are super into whiskey and have big collections, that's what excites them. And that's what they go for is picks.
Have you ever done the thing where they come in there and they say, hey, I want to get something for my spouse, and you're like, oh, who's your spouse? They tell you, they're like, oh, you're in here all the time, and they're like, they've never told me that they'd come here. Like, I mean, it was someone else that looked like you.
Usually it's like, oh yeah, I know Billy Bob, and they're like, wait, how do you know? I'm like, he spends too much time in here then. Yeah. The best is when they see the name on the online order pickups and there's like 4 orders there, and they're like, what the hell?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that my buddy Jimmy, who I've talked about, I think I just talked about him like in the last episode too. But like for the past like 3 years, he's been getting me Elijah Craig store picks that he like comes across like down in the city, or like places where I like don't ever go. So like that's always like I really appreciate those, because like he finds really good ones, and then we can kind of pop it when he brings it over, and then taste it together, which is always fun.
I will say if you're shopping for someone that has a lot of whiskey things and you don't want to go with the store pick route, I just personal preference. I don't need any more whiskey shit, so get me something whiskey adjacent. Like, like bottles are nice, store picks are nice, but I don't need any cocktail glasses. I don't need any cocktail. I don't need any bitters. I don't need any of that. Example, a good cigar would be nice. But if you're not sure, don't just get them something whiskey because they probably already have it.
No decanters.
No decanters.
Oh yeah. Decanters.
Everybody, look, I know that everybody thinks it's really like thoughtful and like it is, but we have
nobody actually uses decanters. Maybe one.
Yeah, it's not a.
I use one for my infinity bottle and that's it.
Yeah,
same.
Other things not to get. Don't not just a regular decanter, but like the fancy shaped decanters. Say like an airplane.
The globe? You don't like the globe?
Not like those, but like I don't know if you still have it in your store because I know it's been there for a little bit. But like there is a glass airplane decanter that's filled with like 3-year-old crap from MGP.
No, it's filled with 6-month-year-old.
6-month-year-old? I don't understand what you said.
I just wanted to see your face, and it worked.
You like seeing my face, bud. I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't buy weird shaped decanters and things like that.
Yeah, probably not a good thing to give as a gift unless you know for certain. Like we've had someone come in and buy that and say they're buying it for somebody who's a pilot or somebody who's like super into airplanes. And a lot of those, the whiskey is not good, but the decanters are actually really nice decanters, and that's what you're paying for is the decanter. So if you know for sure, somebody's a pilot and a big airplane person, that is a cool piece to have at their bar. But you got to be sure because it does take up a lot of space, and some people don't like that stuff.
And you're just dumping the whiskey out anyways, or you're going to leave it in there.
Yeah, most of the time you're
just for the look.
Batching a cocktail or just leaving it in there for the looks, yeah.
I would say that's a good gift-giving guide. So kind of as a summary, if you want to get a gift box set, usually better for someone new into whiskey that doesn't have many whiskey paraphernalia, I guess would be a good word to say. Maybe, I don't know. Otherwise, store picks, or even just like a random bottle they don't have or they'd probably never buy.
If you want a really good gag gift, wrap up, the bottle really nice and like a gift bag and hype the shit out of it, and then it's like mellow corn.
or when I was at Whiskey Acres, we did a white elephant gift, and it was supposed to be no nice gifts. And so what I did
12 different people
year,
brought a bottle of Malort.
No. Well, someone always brings a bottle of Malort. But I brought in a 3/4 full bottle of Booker's that I did not like. And I just on a Post-it note, I said, I hope you like this better than I did. Which that one went, people went crazy. That got to the 3 things quick where they couldn't change it anymore. I'm like, I didn't like it, so someone else can have it. So that's someone else you can do. But yeah, that's kind of a good, I guess.
Yeah, give a bottle that you like, that you really enjoy, so you can share your experience with it. And
you know what is a great gift for a whiskey fan? That'd be at the top of everyone's list. A gift card to Gold Eagle.
Ooh, nailed it.
Oh.
Drop the mic. Time to move on.
Time to move on.
That is,
you're welcome, sir.
I mean, that is like perfect gift. Nobody's going to complain about that.
Just saying,
everybody wins.
I might be the smartest one on this podcast. All right. So hopefully that answers the question on whiskey gifts and gift sets and things. We can transition over now into end of the year here. Whiskey Advocate has their top 20 whiskeys of the
I
year.
will add, DM us if you want recommendations or anything. At Bourbon Matters on
Sure.
Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, just be careful when you do that, because Jake's just going to answer, and he's going to answer what he thinks, so it's just going to be Elijah.
Another idea, just something else to add. You can, if you want to buy a gift for somebody in another state, you can order shipping through Gold Eagle. There is an option to check out as a gift, where you can type up a custom message, and then we print out that message and we put it in the box rather than putting in the receipt. So it looks like it came right from you, but we handle all the shipping and fulfillment.
Okay, well, you just completely ruined what I was going to do, so I'm going to start over and say, if you leave us a comment, just know that it's going to be Jake responding, and he's just going to recommend Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
Speaking of Elijah Craig, Whiskey Advocate has come out with their top 20 whiskeys of the year list.
Yep.
We can discuss that a little bit. Jake, is there anything you want to say about the Whiskey Advocate top 20 whiskeys of the year?
Who are you talking to? Me
You, the Elijah Craig one.
Oh, well, I mean, you're kind of spoiling it, but
It was
honestly,
a good lead-in. Jesus, you guys got to learn how to flow.
Well,
honestly,
we're
though,
not supposed to
this
start
is-
with the top of the list anyway. We got to start from 20 and count it down.
We're not going to go through all 20 of these, because half of these I don't even freaking know anymore.
Well, we'll go through them quick, but
yeah, we'll go through them quick. But honestly, this is like the best list I've seen since we were covering this on the podcast, I think.
well, and I think it's also good to mention that it's not necessarily the top 20 whiskeys or the best 20 whiskeys. It's the 20 most exciting whiskeys. And I do think they typically do a pretty good job of, doing some scotch, doing some bourbon, doing some rye. They do a good mix of different styles of whiskey. And there's usually some things on there that you haven't heard of. There's some big brands on there. There's a lot of awards and different lists that come out, but this is kind of like one of the original ones that, years ago, everybody, and I still kind of do, look forward just to seeing what they're going to put on that list.
Yeah, and this year, I don't know if they did this in previous years, but they have a cigar pairing for every single one of these, which is
I noticed
cool.
that. That is kind of cool.
I like that.
But you notice they're all Oliva?
Well, yeah, but,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? You can't win all of the aspects of the top 20 list.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. You just got to pay to win.
Well,
Like
yeah,
Oliva did.
Yeah. All right, let's start with number 20. Super cool to see this on here. The Lockley Fallow Edition, third crop. We talked about Lockley, I think, in our Scotch series for the Lowlands. They're an awesome distillery. They are a farm distillery, so it's cool to see them on here. I think that's well deserved to be on the list. I don't think I have that particular one. I have the cask strength nearby, which honestly I would have probably put the cask strength on there over the one they chose, but that's okay. Number 19, Ichiro's Malt and Grain, 111 proof. I've never tried that one.
I never heard of it
know
either.
If you're a baseball fan, it's not Ichiro Suzuki. It's some other Ichiro from Japan.
Yeah. Thanks for clearing that up. Drumshambo Marsala cask at number 18. Don't know that one. That's an Irish.
I've not tried the Marsala cask, but the Drumshambo Irish whiskeys are very, very good, and typically have a pretty good following for the small Irish whiskey fan base that we have.
All right. Number 17, Lux Row Small Batch PX Sherry Cask finished. Have not tried that one. I do like
I've not even heard of that
Lux
one.
Row in general, though. They're typically pretty
I'm
solid.
not a really big Luxro fan.
Number 16, Stranahan's 12-year-old Mountain Angel Port Wine Cask Aged, Batch 1. Have not
So
tried that.
Our first American single malt. I think probably our only American single malt. No,
No, there's another
no,
one.
there's another one. Yeah.
But yeah, good to see American Single Malt on the list. Jake, you said you really liked one of the Stranahan's releases. That's like the distillery only one, right?
I bought a single barrel cash strength when I was there, which I think we can get now, but at the time it was only available at the distillery. And then they also have what they call Snowflake, which is an annual
Yeah.
release. It's always a little bit different, but that's one that they have a big following for. But I mean, Stranahan's is great, and I don't think I've had anything 12 years old from them, so I'm sure this is a delicious bottle
Yeah.
and a good price
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
$100 for 12 year.
I'd be interested to. I mean, it says port wine cask aged, so I'm assuming that's all 12 years in the port wine cask, which would be interesting. So number 15, Yellowstone 10-year-old limited edition. This is
This is Yellowstone 101, right? Yeah.
right.
And this is the first time in a long time it's not finished.
Yes.
Because for the longest time they came out with Yellowstone 101. And then they kind of changed it to a finished series. This is just a 10-year bourbon at 101 proof.
105. I don't.
105.
Yeah. So they usually.
Which is why
Yeah, I
they
don't know.
dropped the
I think it
101.
is usually. Yeah, I think it is usually 101, but this year was like a 10-year anniversary edition, and it was also a 10-year bourbon. So they probably just felt that 10-year was better at the 105 proof. But it's good to see this one on the list. We have it in stock. I think I tried it yesterday. I think it's a great pour. Definitely tastes similar to the Yellowstone barrel picks, but with much more maturity, complexity, and oak. And I think it's a great age. It's not over oaked. It's right in that perfect sweet spot. It's a good proof. So this bottle's a win all day for me.
Nice. All right. Number 14, Middle West cask strength batch 1.
The wheat whiskey.
This is the wheat whiskey.
Phenomenal pour.
I feel like I'm getting gaslit. Dan, let me know if you feel the same way, because Dan and I are on the same page that we are not big fans of Middle West, but they keep getting so much praise. I feel like I need to try. Well, like those two like limited edition, like finished cast strength bottles were phenomenal. But like I just didn't like any of the like normal stuff, so I feel like I need to try them again, and like
I feel like
try
maybe
and be open minded.
Try them again. I think they're all great for what they are. They're not expensive. I mean, the standard whiskeys from them are $40, under $40. The cash strengths are $55. I think for what they are, they're all good whiskeys.
But that's like the worst case scenario pricing. I think
these
I don't
prices
think so,
are
they have Yellowstone.
no.
They have Yellowstone
I mean these prices are off. Like Yellowstone, you're not going to find it for $100 anywhere. The big store in Illinois has it for $140. Gold Eagle has it for $130, and I don't think you're going to find it cheaper than there. The Middle West just had a price decrease. So this used to be a $60 bottle, and now it should be on the shelf at $54.99. So just a slight decrease. But yeah, I don't know where they're getting these prices from. But again, every state has different pricing with the different distributors. So depending on where they're pulling it from, don't think that you're going to walk into a store and it's automatically going to be the price at what they're saying here, because some of these are all over the place.
It probably just depends on when they submitted it to Whiskey Advocate.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, because some of these could have been submitted back in January, February. So.
Yeah, true.
Right.
All right, number 13. Glad to see this on here. Cedar Ridge, the quintessential special release number 5 cask. I have not tried the number 5, but I've tried the other. Was it the Wine Club? And obviously, I've like nonstop
The
talked
cigar
about
batch.
the cigar batch.
Mm-hmm.
Really happy that this made the list, even though I haven't tried it. I'm sure it's excellent.
Yeah,
Looking
this is
forward
this.
to being able to try it.
Well, guess what? We have it. This is my second favorite behind the cigar batch. And yeah, I'm also very happy to see this on the list because Cedar Ridge does an incredible job with their American single malts, and they deserve some good credit for that.
Yeah. Number 12, Glendronach, The Masters Anthology, Ode to the Embers, Sherry and Smoke. Have not tried that.
It's good. It's a new release from Glendronach. It's going to be a year-round release. I was disappointed there wasn't more smoke, but this is a blend of peated and unpeated, and there's not a ton of peat there, but Glendronach has not come out with a peated whiskey since like 2017. So I was very excited to see that. Hopefully, that means there's more to come in that realm.
All right, number 11, Bardstown Bourbon Company, Collaborative Series, Ferrand 2, Cognac Cask Finish. This is the follow-up to the Ferrand Cognac that they put out a couple years ago. Have not tried either of them, as far as I can remember. Cognac Finish just never, like, really sparks my interest.
This one, much better than batch one, and not a ton of cognac influence. Like, almost wouldn't even notice it if I didn't know it was aged or finished in cognac, which was totally opposite from batch one. Batch one tasted like it was in the cognac for way too long. So maybe they took that feedback and put it into this one. But this is a super solid pour for sure.
All right, top 10.
Top 10.
Port Charlotte 18-year-old 2025 release. I've liked all of the Port Charlottes I've tried at Gold Eagle. I'd like to try this one. They're
I haven't gotten to try this one.
tasty. If you're a fan of Isla Scotch, highly recommend that.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely going to add this to my list.
Probably the one I'm most excited to see on this list is number 9.
Mm-hmm.
The Torrebeg Legacy Series, Sound of Sleet. This bottle is so fucking good. Like, it's such a good scotch. It's super reasonably priced. It's an excellent follow-up to their last Legacy Series release. Totally different in like flavor profile and everything. But like they really crushed it on this one. So yeah, I'm really happy this one made the list as high as it did.
Guess what I got to try today?
The next one?
The cask strength version of this one.
Of that, nice.
Which will be coming this week, and I'll tell you, the cask strength is out of this world. If you like the regular version, you're gonna love the cask strength.
Yeah, I mean, the Alt Glen cask strength is one of my favorite scotches. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this one's even better.
Yeah, I mean, this one at whatever 90 proof or 94 proof is probably a solid second.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to try that. All right, number 8, Rampur Barrel Blush. This is an Indian single malt. Have not tried anything from them before, though.
I've had a few things. Nothing has really like blown me away, but I have not tried this release, this Barrel Blush.
Number 7, Sagamore Spirit 10-year-old Reserve Series. This is batch 1A. I've heard lots of very, very good things about Sagamore Spirit. I've never tried it.
Really?
I don't know why. Honestly, I can't tell you
Well,
why.
you
I
gotta
have,
remind
like,
me
one or
that.
two of them like sitting in my house somewhere,
Oh, and
but
you still
I've
haven't even
never
opened
tried
them.
them.
Our barrel pick
Yeah.
No,
is
because he doesn't
really
open his
good.
whiskey. He doesn't open
We
his
get
whiskey, Jake. He just lets
no,
it
we
sit.
just got way too much.
Yeah.
We get I get a lot of really really good feedback on our barrel pick of Sagamore. So next time you're in the store, remind me and
I
I'll give you a pour of
didn't
that.
even know you had one. All right, yeah, I want to try it. All right, number 6, Jefferson's Reserve Limited Edition Cask Strength. A little surprised this is on here, to be honest.
I haven't seen much from Jefferson in a long time, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I
I've
tried
seen
this.
Jefferson out, but
Wasn't a huge fan of this.
What was the thing that they put out last year or 2 years ago that was like super expensive and like not that great?
Oh, the
the
Mary McLean,
Mary
Marion,
McLean.
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, we just got more of that in too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think because it's still not their whiskey yet, right? Or maybe it is partly.
Depends on how old it
Partly,
is, I
like,
guess.
I don't think these older releases they're not theirs, but I think their standard offering now is transitioning or has transitioned to their own.
Okay. Number 5, Compass Box Flaming Heart 25th Anniversary Edition. Don't know much about Compass Box at all.
Compass Box is one of the bigger blending houses for Scotch. They're blended Scotch. They're known for their blends, and they were kind of one of the first to come out with all the cool artwork for the labels. So they're definitely a catchy brand. Their stuff is usually really good. They're at the higher end for price on a blended Scotch. So a lot of people who are true single malt lovers just don't care for it and pass over it. But they do have some pretty good stuff, and we are trying to possibly do a master class with them next year to taste some more things. But we do have this one on the shelf. We do have the Jeffersons, and this one I believe is like $20 cheaper than their list price at Gold Eagle. So another one where the price is just off a little bit.
Number 4, New Riff Bottled in Bond Balboa Rye. I love the Balboa Rye from New Riff. It's awesome. I think it's
very
pretty
floral.
well deserved. Yeah, well deserved accolade here. Number 3, Maker's Mark Cellar Aged. Dan, you tried the 2025, didn't you?
No, I tried the first one, like was it 2022 or 2023? And I really liked that one. But I haven't tried one since.
I can't remember now who told me, but this one is supposed to be the best of the ones that have come out from what somebody told me. I don't think I tried any of them except for that inaugural release as well.
Yeah, these can be a little.
Did you get to try this one, Jake?
I think I did. And my opinion on them is they're good. They're not bad, but I would probably prefer like a good stave combination barrel pick over this. It can get a little too tanniny just because it is wheated bourbon aged for an extended period of time. So yeah, for the price point, I'd rather go with a different stave combo barrel pick. Definitely more complexity in that. But if you want like a really deep, fruit forward, oaky, tanniny, wheated bourbon, then this is about as good as it's going to get.
All right. Number 2, Oban 15-year-old Oloroso and Palo Cortado cask finished, cask strength. I haven't had much Oban, but the like 1 or 2 I've had have been very good.
Make a longer name, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I got to try this one. I like it a lot. It was something that we only got like 2 bottles of. and because it's Scotch, it sat on the shelf for a day or two, but it was pretty limited, and it is phenomenal. You don't see a whole lot of higher proof Scotches, so it's cool to see some of these big names start to do it as they realize the market is shifting towards this.
Yeah, cast strength scotches are pretty fantastic.
But by the way, Jake,
Yeah.
you didn't see what I poured because I got on earlier than you did for the podcast. I'm actually drinking the Scotch tonight.
Yeah,
Are you?
I'm drinking
Wow.
my favorite Scotch tonight.
What's that?
Glenrothes 18.
Ooh, nice. Very nice.
My favorite
Well
Scotch
done.
of all time.
It's
Mm-hmm.
a solid bottle for sure.
If you want an 18-year-old Scotch, buy this. Don't buy Macallan.
Yeah,
No.
I would wholeheartedly agree.
That's what
This
the
is
so it's part of the same brand family as Macallan, and that's all what the Macallan reps actually drink is Glenrothes.
and it's half the price of Macallan 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, number 1, Elijah Craig, 12-year, 3-month-old, barrel-proof, batch A925. This is a super misleading title, Whiskey Advocate, because this is not the bourbon. This is the rye.
Mm-hmm.
This is the inaugural release of Elijah Craig barrel-proof rye. I'm drinking it tonight, and
Ooh.
I think I concur. This is a very, very good whiskey. And it's only 108 proof at barrel strength, so it's nice.
Yeah, it was cool to see Heaven Hill come out with this. I know they're going to be doing it more in the future, and the batches should get a little bigger. But yeah, this is a cool release to look forward to next year.
Yeah, when I was reading this at work, it doesn't specify rye in the title. So like from memory, I was like, I really didn't care for batch A of the bourbon. Like it was fine, but I was like, I think the B release was actually better than the A, and like it didn't
For sure.
occur to me until the I reread it later this afternoon that it was actually referring to the rye. But yeah, this is a super solid whiskey. If you can get your hands on it, I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah. So I my take overall, I like the list. I love the diversity. Bourbon people who are only bourbon people probably don't like it as much as I do, because I love to see the different styles of whiskey on there all put into one list and ranking.
the most important thing to know is if you weren't keeping track on the list, 11 of the top 20 came from the good old US of A.
Yeah.
Take that, rest of the world.
Which
There
I
was-
feel like last year it was much more heavily weighted towards Scotch, if I'm
Yeah, there's
remembering.
only six. There are only 6 from Scotland, and then 1 from India, 1 from Ireland, 1 from Japan. But
yeah.
the one from Japan, which is the Ichiro one, says it's technically a world whiskey as it includes whiskeys from other countries.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, like I said, I think this is the best top 20 they've put out in like the last 3 or 4 years. I thought last year's was actually kind of like weak. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it this year.
that's because Elijah's number 1. Like you would.
Well,
give
no,
it,
there's
you
a
would
lot
give
of
2
actually.
shits otherwise.
No, there's a lot of actual good bottles in here, like the New Riff, the Torah Bag, Port Charlotte, Cedar Ridge. I like seeing Middle West on here, even though I'm not.
No, you don't. You're just making up stuff
Yellowstone
now.
and Lockley. Like
He's
Lockley
just-
getting on here is pretty cool. Like
He's just making up stuff, like always.
Fine, then fuck Middle West. Like
That's the
You
answer I
want
wanted
from
to hear. That's the answer I wanted to hear.
there's still like I think half the bottles on here I think are I'm like truly excited to like see on here, which is not the case from last year's list. That's for sure.
All right. Well, that's some holiday stuff. That's Whiskey Advocate. We'll get into plugs here in a second, but you know what? We'll go to plugs right now. Jake, I know a lot of the top 20 aren't on there, but if some people want some gift sets or some store picks for the holidays, or they want to get the best gift you can give a whiskey lover, which is a gift card to Gold Eagle.
Gift
Where
card
can
to
they
Gold
buy those
Eagle.
things at?
goldeaglewine.com. Come to our store, 255 Peterson Road in Libertyville. And yeah, if you're in one of the 40 states we ship to, I'm going back counting through the list right now. I think we actually have about 10 of these, maybe 8 to 10 of these in stock. So, which in years past, typically what happens when this list comes out is they all disappear at the distributors immediately. Because there's a lot of buying power that comes with this list, but we do have 8 to 10 of these in stock. So if you're curious and want to try them, you can search on our website or app and see if the one you're interested is one that we have. But yeah, make sure you follow us on Instagram at Gold Eagle Wine, Facebook at Gold Eagle Spirits to stay up to date with all of our deliveries, events, and so forth.
And Jake, where can people watch us? Where can people listen to us? Where can they do all the fun things like comment, ring bells, things like that?
Yeah, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, or Google Podcasts. Watch us on Spotify and YouTube. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook at Bourbon Matters. Make sure you leave some comments, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let us know what you think of the Whiskey Advocate list. And if you have any particular gift ideas that you think are worth sharing with the Bourbon Matters community.
Nice. Well, we hope all of you listening have a safe and fun holiday season. We have one more episode coming out for the end of the year, which will be our top 5 whiskeys of the year.
Yep.
And that'll take us through 2025. We start recording for 2026 real soon. It's hard to believe 2026 is already here.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you again, everyone, for listening. We're so grateful. We saw some really good results from Spotify this year. We have a really good time doing this. We hope you guys enjoy listening. So thanks so much. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Celebrate fun, celebrate safe, and we will see you guys for one more episode.
Yeah. Don't stop drinking in January.
Don't stop drinking in January. Cheers. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.